Hi, I'm Amber Adrian, and this is your weekly activation for February 6th, the week of February 6th. Thank you as always for being here, and I'm going to tune in and see what we need this week, what we need to hear, what we need to receive. Since you're here, since you're watching this, there's something here that's for you. So just be really open to what that might be. So, what do we need this week? Okay, so there are a lot of waves happening right now. You might have noticed, both in our own lives and in the world at large. So the key here is to ride the waves rather than letting the waves like crash us into the rocks and just batter us against, the sea cliff wall. We want to just kind of go with the waves until they gently wash us up to shore. And the message here really is that you can trust that you'll be washed ashore. You aren't going to be like swept out to sea. You aren't going to be picked up by a seagull. You will be washed ashore. It's just whether or not you're fighting the current and trying to go somewhere else and just exhausting yourself, or if you're just kind of riding it and seeing what happens. So what kind of activation do we need here? Okay, so what we're going to do is bring in some energy to help dissolve any resistance we might be having to anything, anything in our lives, anything in the world. And that kind of goes counter to a lot of the, resist what's going on. The energy of resistance, it's a very sticky energy. So I'm sure you've heard the phrase, what you resist persists. And we just want to kind of let go of that energy now so that we can take really good care of ourselves, not exhaust ourselves, and be able to show up the way that we really want to show up in the world. So I'm going to invite you to kind of feel your feet on the floor, feel your butt in the chair, just kind of land in your body and take a few deep breaths as I bring in some energy to just help us dissolve this resistance. So nice deep breath. And this is actually a really beautiful practice if you feel resistance in your body or your brain is resisting. Just take a few minutes, close your eyes, and breathe into wherever you feel the resistance, or breathe into the thought where that resistance is plaguing you. Just breathe into it. Give it a few minutes. Just breathe, breathe in love and breathe out whatever's ready to go. And that, just a few minutes of that can be extraordinarily powerful. So that's a really good way to treat resistance this week if it shows up for you. So deep breaths. I'm just going to go quiet here for a minute and bring in the energy that we need. Whew, okay. So, what I did there was I called in Archangel Michael, and Mother Mary also showed up. Archangel Michael is really he is fast and he is strong and his energy is very cleansing. So I just sent it to any points of resistance that are going to be showing up for you this week so that they can dissolve more easily. And then the energy of Mother Mary is it's unconditional love. So this is, the love that we want to infuse into whatever experience we're having, whatever thoughts we're having, whatever's going on. We just want to bring in a lot of love for ourselves and for everybody else in the world. Maybe you felt a lot when that was happening. Maybe you felt absolutely nothing, but just trust that you received exactly what you need to receive. And as always, thank you so much for being here, and I will see you next week.